Hello there, namaste. So yeah, I've gotten to episode 3 and this is just absolutely chaotic. So this woman's obviously guilty. She's obviously done something because the way she talks, maybe she believes her daughter's still alive, maybe, but she's obviously can't keep a story straight because they have audio files of her saying one thing while she's saying something completely contrary to it. Like she says, oh, I never saw her on April 24th, 2012. And then they have an audio file of her confessing it to Raul that she met her that day. Just like, oh, all she ever wanted from me was money. On an audio tape, she's saying that to Raul. And then in person, she's saying, oh, she never asked for money. She took out loans because she didn't want to ask for money. Just because she didn't want to do, like, push her mother away or something like that. The fact that she wanted to attack, there's so many things she says, just like, she should be aware that they have these audio files. That evidence has already been submitted. You are basically in control of your own your case, so you know they have these files. You know what is said in these files. But yeah, I keep forgetting to mention, I absolutely love the way the shots are done. So they have these cinematic shots that make you feel uneasy, like they'll either show the whole world upside down, so that they have flipped the whole camera, not the camera, they probably just flipped the scene, and it is upside down. The writing is done upside down. I absolutely love it. It gives an eerie feel, especially the ones, because I don't like it when cameras turn fast, but the slow turn where it's flipping upside down or right side up is just very well done. But yeah, this is absolutely interesting to go through, and it's just like the real thing is, so one thing that makes psychopaths and serial killers, difficult to catch is the fact that there is no reason as to why they do things. Absolutely no reason. But because you need motive. If there's no motive, it's hard to prove a case, because without motive, it's like, well, what reason did this person have to take out this person? Well, why would they go around killing these 1,500 people? They're a great attorney. They do all this great stuff. Why would they go do this? What purpose would there be? It just puts a target on their back. It's just like, you need a motive, and that's the one thing that's so bizarre. I mean, here she built this company with skimming off the top, obviously, because it had a ton of money, and then the company went financially bankrupt in 2 years, and it was supposed to be a media mogul. It's just so, and she obviously didn't have the ability to keep it afloat. She clearly didn't. She believed that being authoritarian and strict was the way to control. No, it's a balance of both. You have to be strict, but also nurturing. And she doesn't have, obviously, any kind of nurturing ability. She was too much of the authoritarian, too much of the dude, like I mentioned in the last review. She's too much of a guy. She had no real. Most men have an emotional cord. They all have this emotional tether that keeps them anchored, like their partners. I don't want to say wives, because not all men feel the same way. They're partners. They keep them emotionally tethered. Women are, statistically, women are the more the emotional ones. Men are the more logical ones. So men get someone emotional to help keep them anchored. Women get someone logical to help keep them, well, grounded. It helps to sustain things. Yet here, she's just all about herself. It seems like that emotional thing never connected in her. It's like she cut it at childbirth. It was like she has no way to feel emotion or to understand why people feel certain ways, or she just says what she thinks she's supposed to say. You can tell that she's saying what she thinks she needs to say, to pull at an emotional cord. There is no reason for it other than she's trying to get people to think certain ways. And I'm finding it absolutely fascinating, because here I'm hearing it from the horse's mouth, and I'm feeling like she is more and more guilty. And I've always felt like there's that always innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. But I remember I went for jury duty, and I kind of got in an argument with the judge because I want to hear from the accused. I want to hear the innocence in their voice. I hear no innocence in this woman's voice. Like, I remember I was kicked out of the courthouse. I was called immature because, well, let's just face it. I was talking about how I don't agree with certain aspects. I mean, I understand why it's there, but I personally don't agree with it. And then he did an analogy about like Bugs Bunny, and would you, if Elmer Fudd shot Bugs Bunny, and would you sit there and in my head, I was like, first of all, when it's a famous case like that, most people aren't allowed to attend because, you know, the jury is still here in the U.S. I was thinking in a case like that, most people in the U.S. wouldn't be allowed to sit in on it because there's a close, there's the conflict of interest type of situation. And most people, if you know someone, it becomes more of the judge's job. You can't really have a jury there. That's what the issue was with like the O.J. Simpson case. They had to keep changing out the jury over and over and over again and keep people sequestered away and just, yeah. But right here is just, I hear it from her absolutely, the no remorse she feels, or the fact that her daughter, and she's just, the fact that her daughter's missing. Even if she is alive, you should be wondering why she hasn't reached out to anyone. What is the reason? Or you're doing a video. Apologize if it's your fault. Please just reach out, reach me, reach somebody, talk to people. We're going through all this. I've suffered enough. Reach out to your family. Do a plea deal. Use Netflix as a platform to do a plea deal. But no, it's just like, I believe she's alive. It's just, okay, I guess. Maybe this is punishment for something you did. But, oh my gosh, I hear just no remorse. She's guilty through and through. Again, you go back to the cyanide and curry, or curry and cyanide. I felt it was uncomfortable. It felt very one-sided. Absolutely one-sided. Here, you have her defending herself, and she's doing such a poor job of it. Absolutely. It's like I'm sitting there in the jury box, and I'm watching her try to... She's called up, and she's being asked questions by the accusing... There's the attorney, there's the defense attorney. I don't know what the accusing attorney is, or whatever it's called. But yeah, they're asking her questions, and I'm just seeing guilty, 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 guilty. I'm gonna be the first one to raise my hand that she's guilty. Yeah, because her stories don't line up, the way she talks, the way she presents herself. And yes, there are people who have, like, you look at, what it's called? Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, the Andrew Dufresne. He's more of a detached, kind of logical thinker, and everyone thinks that he killed his wife. It's a movie. It's based off the book by whatever his name is. Stephen King? Yeah. And it's a break out of prison book, because he was innocent. He didn't do all this stuff, but it was blamed on him because he just didn't act like he had remorse, because he just was a dude that didn't know how to show emotion. And there is that. But it's just the way this woman's talking just shows that she doesn't care at all. It's not that she doesn't show emotion. It's just that all this is more of an inconvenience. Everything that she's having to go through is an inconvenience to her. That's where I see the issue. And I'm going to continue on to episode 4. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.